We just got finished with supper, really good supper, just our usual stuff that we would eat. We had some deer meat, some green beans, cornbread, and a baked potato. And it was very filling, very, very good, just our usual thing we would do any day of the week. But tonight, after we finished and got everything cleaned up, I've got Matt over here. He's helping me with a project that I've been wanting to complete. So many people have sent us beautiful Christmas cards this year, and we so appreciate them. They're just lovely, lovely pictures and different graphics on the outside. Some of them have stuff on the inside that pop up. They're lovely. All of them have lovely messages, and some of them have had little things in them, seeds and bookmarks and different things. People have sent us so many beautiful gifts, from Christmas ornaments to rolling pins to different things, so many things. You've just blessed us. Every day of December has literally felt like Christmas. We've just been surprised and awed and kind of humbled that many people would want to reach out to us. So we really appreciate everyone that's done that. I know this is really going to be beautiful. I'm anxious for Matt to get them because the cards are so beautiful, for us to get them all strung up, because Christmas is fastly approaching, and on Christmas Day everyone will gather here at my house, and I want them to be able to see the beautiful cards. So Katie helped us, and we got them all up. Aren't they beautiful? All around the door you can see, and then over all around the window. And then I had to put some over on the little hutch, my little white hutch. They're just so beautiful. And we even have a room for a few more. So if a few more come in, we'll be sure to hang those up too. Again, they're just so beautiful. Makes it feel real cozy, don't it, Matt?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's just funny because people thought that last time. Yeah.
Well, it's just me. I don't know what else you want me to do.
I don't want you to do anything.
How's that?
Yeah. Matt's being silly, because last time some people, when we sat in here in the kitchen, thought that Matt was upset. Like I had, someone, it was funny, said, blink if you're being held hostage. Oh, it was funny.
She's been mean to me. Help.
Yeah. Said blink so many times if you need, if you're being held hostage.
I guess I'm just surly.
You know,
I get that at work.
People think
tell me
you're
to smile.
surly.
People tell me to smile. It's not that bad. I just pass people in the hall.
Yeah.
And I'm just.
You're happy to be there.
I'm just going about my day, and I guess I just give that vibe. I don't know.
Yeah, it was funny.
But I don't mean to.
No, and I'm not holding you hostage.
Except when I do.
Oh well, yeah. Except when you do. But you don't when you're with me.
No.
No, most of the time at least.
No, I know better than that.
Oh. Well, thanks for helping me with the cards.
You're welcome, dear.
Yeah. They look really nice. Yeah. We were going to get wood in this afternoon, so instead Matt helped me with the cards. We may regret that with the cold weather that's coming.
It's going to be cold.
It's supposed to be really cold. There were hints of that we might have a white Christmas, but I think that's gone, and it's not that anymore. No snow, but just really cold.
Yeah, it's going to be single digits and 35-mile-an-hour wind.
Yeah, be the coldest weather we've had in a long time.
It'll be cold.
Yeah, coldest weather. If it comes true, I'm still not sure if it will.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, at least it's going to be cold though. They can't miss it by that much. So at least it'll be cold for Christmas. So at least it'll feel like Christmas.
Yep.
Granny's already worrying it's going to be so cold she can't get out. I said, yes, you can. You can bundle up good, and you'll be in a car riding up here. We'll hurry you inside, and I'll have a heated blanket to put on you when you get inside. And so hopefully she'll be all right. She won't back out on us just because it's cold. She don't like cold weather. Granny don't. She don't want it to snow like I do. I love the snow, and I'm always hoping for snow. She says, no, Tipper, we don't want it to snow. It'll be bad. She's worried the power will go off, and even if it did, she'd still have heat, right? Because she has gas. Yeah. She just worries about it, but.
And we'll look after her.
Oh yeah, of course. Everybody would. Yeah. Of course. So can you believe it is about Christmas?
Got here quick.
Got here quick. It comes quicker every year. There's that old saying, you're slower than Christmas, or something slower than Christmas. I told Corey today at supper, when we were eating supper, she said she was slow, and what did she say? Did any of us notice that or something? And me and Matt was like, yeah. Since the day you were born.
Right.
Anyway, I said, you're slow as Christmas. But the truth is, the older you get, Christmas ain't really all that slow. It comes faster and faster.
Mm-hmm.
When you're a kid, it seems like it comes slow.
Yeah, it does when you're waiting on
Presents
gifts
or whatever. Now it just seems like you put all the Christmas decorations up before you know it, it's time to get them back out again.
What I'm waiting on is the food.
Yeah, Matt's waiting on the food. All the goodies and all the candy and the turkey and the ham and the deer ham and the dressing and all the good stuff, sweet potatoes.
Mm-hmm. It won't be good for my diet, but
Yeah, I didn't know you was on a diet. Matt's been teasing me for a week that he says that Corey told him that I said that, what was it, started it? He said
I wanted some
ice cream, and he said that Corey told him that I said no, don't get any, because he said he was on a diet. And then ever since then he's aggravated me that I wouldn't buy him no ice cream because I wanted him to be on a diet.
Yeah, you're trying to tell me something.
No,
apparently.
you told me that, and it wasn't that he was going to be on. He didn't tell me he was going to be on a diet. He said he was going to cut back on eating sweet stuff. So
Yeah,
that's
gonna
why.
that's gonna have to wait till the first of the year.
Well, that was why I didn't buy the ice cream. That, and because it was $8 at Ingles, so
Yeah.
very expensive at Ingles.
Yeah.
Thinking about Christmas getting closer and closer. It's funny how families do their Christmas different. When Matt and I got married, he just fell right into the way my family did it. So we opened presents on Christmas morning. That was the way Granny and Pap always did it, and then that's how we started doing it the same way, just because of that. Lots of people do it on Christmas Eve. I know we do usually have Christmas Eve with Matt's mother, so she'd come for Christmas Eve and come over, and we have oyster stew. Matt's gonna, if I can find some oysters, I've not found any yet. Yeah, it would be bad to not have them. We have them every Christmas, have oyster stew. That was a tradition passed down from Matt's grandfather, James Presley.
Mm-hmm.
And then Matt's daddy continued it, and then Matt does. And we've had it pretty much, I think we've had it every year since we've been married, ain't we? Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
It's so good. Me and Matt love it. And he does it so simply. A few people have asked me about his recipe. His is very simple. It's just the milk, the oysters, butter, and black pepper. Yeah. So it's very, very simple. Maybe some salt.
No.
No salt?
No, the
I
oysters
thought you
are
put
plenty
salt.
salty.
Anyway, very, very simple. No extra stuff. A lot of people have sent us like recipes of chowders and stuff, and I know those are really good, but for that, Matt does it just like his papa did all those years ago. Mm-hmm. Before Pat passed away, he loved it too, so Matt would usually make it and then take a quart jar full of some down to Pap, and he would enjoy it.
And part of doing it just like they did is why I do it.
Yeah, the tradition.
I don't want to vary from it or try to add to it. I want to do it just like they did, just because that was,
part of
handed
the
down through the
tradition.
family, and I just want to do it the same way they did.
And I liked oyster stew growing up. The only oyster stew I ever had, me and Pap liked it. We were the only two, was the kind that comes out of a can. So Matt's is much better than that because we get fresh oysters. But once Matt told me about his family, and we started doing that every year too, and I liked it, so I was all game for that. I thought that was just his family, But then once I started the Blind Pig and the Acorn, and I started researching different things, and of course when Christmas come along, I was researching about that. I discovered that was a very common thing throughout the mountains of Appalachia, that having oyster stew on Christmas Eve, that was a traditional thing. So that made me like it even more.
I never knew that. I thought it was just something that my family came up with, and I thought it was kind of odd, but I liked it.
Yeah.
But I never knew that it was a tradition, and still don't know where it come from. Never have looked. You may have, but I haven't.
Yeah, people have, even this year, someone sent me something. Of course, right off the top of my head, I can't remember, but it tells the connection and why it turned into a tradition. Mm-hmm. So, all those traditions like that, though, are what makes the Christmas or any kind of holiday, whether it's your birthday or anything, 4th of July, those are what makes them special, I think, is the traditions.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, being passed down from one generation to another. So we'll be looking forward to that on Christmas Eve with Miss Cindy. And then Christmas morning, of course, will be all of us. And Austin and Corey will be with us this year Christmas morning. Won't always be like that, but for this year, this first one, they're going to be with us. Next year, they'll likely be with his family. So that'll be really different for me and Matt when that happens.
Yeah.
But still, it'll be good. And we'll just have to plan ours. We'll have to change ours a little bit, change it up a little bit. But and then later in the day, my family will all come. Miss Cindy, of course, will come too, and we'll have our big meal and spend the evening together, and that'll be really nice. Yeah, we'll have a special guest this year that we've never seen before, except most of us have never seen, except in pictures, except Steve and Kim, they have. But is my nephew Mark and his wife Maddie, their little boy Alec. So we're all excited about that, to get to see him in person, not just in little short videos or in pictures of him. So that'll be very exciting. And they're for sure coming from where it's cold and snowy. They're coming from New Hampshire, so maybe they'll bring a little bit of snow with them, but I think the snow's kind of out of the forecast. But they'll be used to the cold. We'll all be complaining. They'll be like, "What? This is nothing." We're going to be like, "It's all right." Yeah. So lots to look forward to.
Yeah.
Back when Matt and I both worked at the college, we got a lot of time off at Christmas. Of course, I'm at home now, and I'm so thankful to be here. Matt don't get, how many do you get, like 2 days, 3 days, about 3 days?
3, yeah.
Yeah, which is still really nice, but it's just not as nice as the, like 2 weeks or something we used to get.
Right.
Yeah, but it's still nice. So Matt will get to be here a little bit more over the weekend, since Christmas falls on a Sunday. Matt's wanting to go hunting. Deer season's almost over, but it's went back to bow season now, which, yeah.
Yeah, I want to go Friday and Saturday and Monday and Tuesday, and I'll get to go some of it, but Friday and Saturday is going to be brutally cold and windy, so.
Yeah, the wind. You don't mind the cold so much, but the wind.
Yeah, I mean, it's just going to be, the single digits with that high wind speed it's just hard to stay warm. I used to would do it anyway when I was younger, but I kind of like it next to that wood stove when it's like that.
Yeah. And we'll have to get our wood in. We didn't do it today. Is it going to rain tomorrow?
Tomorrow is tomorrow night, possibly, I think.
Yeah.
What would be really good is if you got it in tomorrow while I was at work.
Well, maybe I can.
I'll get it tomorrow.
Make Katie help me.
I'll get it tomorrow evening.
Yeah.
We got a bunch in there, but I just want to
Yeah, we
add to
do,
it.
just in case, just with the cold temperatures coming.
Right.
We were talking about Christmas coming faster and faster, which it does seem like it does, but I've really enjoyed this year and last year too, but because I was at home more, I could decorate at my own pace, because I love to decorate for Christmas and make different things, and I've really enjoyed that. The only thing I don't enjoy about it is having to take it all down. In one way, I mean, it's a pain, but then in another way, by that time I'm usually ready for it to all disappear and go back to where it come from till next year, ready to have our corner of the living room back where the tree is. A lot of people don't take their stuff down till old Christmas, but I usually, especially like when we worked at the college, I kind of got in the habit of that. I would take it down pretty quick because I had that time off, so that was the perfect time to take it down and really do some deep cleaning and put everything back like it was supposed to be. So I don't know. Granny usually would wait till after New Year's because Paul's birthday, my brother Paul, he was born on New Year's Day, so she would wait till after that. Did we just lose a card? I heard something. I heard something sound like a cat. I bet a card fell. Although I don't see where one fell. I don't know. We're hearing things. Maybe a cat's trying to get in.
Maybe. I wish I had a hard hat on.
Why?
In case something else falls and hits me in my head.
Nothing else is going to fall. Matt has been, we don't have a cat, but Matt's been seeing a cat on the porch. So a cat has took up residence, I guess, on the porch, a wild cat.
Yeah.
Does it skedaddle when you go out there?
Yeah, if you get
very
between it and the
wild.
steps, it'll knock you down the steps.
Oh, well, yeah. What? I didn't even ask you what color is it.
It's looked like a calico cat of some kind, a tabby looking thing or something. It's got bushy hair and it's kind of big.
Yeah. Over the years, we've never had a cat, but over the years, different times, a cat would, not one that comes around during the daytime, but one at night would sleep on our porch, and then you never see it during the daytime though.
You see its little footprints on the porch
Yeah,
if it's been raining.
right. You can see footprints, but you never really see it during the day. I guess it's just out a wild cat from out in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonder why they come on the porch at night. They feel safer there or something.
Yeah, it's just shelter.
Shelter.
Yeah.
You could go under it.
And then that chair out there's got
Yeah,
a cushion in
there's
it.
a cushion and a chair. That's where it's been sleeping, I guess. Yeah. Again, we want to thank everybody for the beautiful cards and the gifts and different things they've sent us, that you've sent us. It just is really a blessing, ain't it, Matt?
Oh, yeah.
And really just kind of awe. We're just feeling awe. We can't believe that people would actually want to send us cards and gifts and different things. And the nicest things that you've written in them and the most beautiful cards. We're just so really touched. We are, and Corey and Katie and Austin are, all of us. We just absolutely love them and feel very blessed to have you in our lives and to have someone who thinks of us enough to send us a card or send us a little something. Really means a lot to us, and we really appreciate it. And we really appreciate you, dropping by to help us celebrate Appalachia, which is a whole lot of those, like those traditions, whether it's the tradition, Granny always hung her cards up like this, which I know lots of people do that, not just in Appalachia, or the tradition like the oyster stew. All those kind of things, wonderful things that the holidays bring out, lots of traditions. Makes me think of the Christmas gift. Did anybody in your family do that?
What?
Christmas gift on Christmas morning?
No, I never heard of that till I met you.
Yeah.
I thought it was something
That we made up?
Yeah.
Well, when I was young, I thought that it was kind of made up. I noticed that Granny would do it and all her family, and especially Granny would like get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to call her sisters and say Christmas gift before they could. And then when I was at Granny Gazzy's, I would notice everybody that would come on Christmas Day, everybody that would come in and out of the door, either they would, as they were coming in, or the people sitting there would say, Christmas gift! And I thought, what is this weird Christmas gift?
Yeah.
But again, when I started researching with the Blind Pig and the Acorn years later, I found out, no, that's a real tradition. So I love it that it's still alive and well, and at least in Granny's family and our family. It's funny, this morning, Granny called me. I was going to go down there, and she was calling to see what time I was coming. She knew I was coming. But I said hello, and she said, Christmas gift. And I said, boy, you're getting a head start, ain't you? Yeah. She said, yeah, I just thought of it and thought I'd say it. And I said, well, that's good. I think last year I got her. So I do like she did, her sisters. I call early and get her to say hello, and she's not thinking, and I say Christmas gift. So that's a fun one. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we appreciate you helping us celebrate all those things, and we hope that you continue to drop back by often to help us celebrate Appalachia.